Well, this comment section is going to be interesting.
And he drives it into right center field. Hit a ton. This baby is way back. On here.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. And today, going to talk about the 2010 World Series reunion for the San Francisco Giants. It's coming up. I can't believe it's been 10 years. But the Giants are not going to be inviting one of their players from that year, and that's going to be Aubrey Huff. And I had one of my commenters say they wanted me to make a video on it. I was thinking about it because I actually put out my thoughts on Twitter, but I got absolutely destroyed over there. But I got to be honest, and my first thought when I read this, and I've done some more research since then, but my first thought when I read that was, what? Aubrey Huff was instrumental that year, and I don't care. I know there's people now on Twitter saying, oh, he was worthless. He didn't do nothing. There was 20 more guys way more important than Aubrey Huff that season. He was horrible, blah, 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 which they're saying that because they hate Aubrey Huff. If I had said after that 2010 season when the Giants won the World Series, if I came out and said, man, Aubrey Huff sucked this year, he was terrible, people would have called me an effing moron. Interestingly enough, they're calling me an effing moron now for saying that he was good that year. He led the team in wins above replacement. He led the team in home runs. He had a good World Series. He helped the team. Stop it. He was the main part of that team to help him win the World Series. That's not really debatable. History is history. That's what happened regardless of what he's done since then. Having said that, Aubrey Huff is not a popular guy right now over on Twitter. He has his Twitter gig. He says a lot of crazy things. He says a lot of it is satirical, it's joking. Okay, I don't get all that. I do get satire. Okay, I love some Randy Newman. Okay, I understand satire. Some of his tweets, I don't understand where the satire is, where the joking is, but it's not my job to understand his jokes. He can joke what he wants to joke. All I know is Aubrey Huff was part of the 2010 San Francisco Giants, and this is a celebration of the 2010 San Francisco Giants. Now, it's not my decision. It is the Giants' decision. They can invite who they want to their own party. So I will say that. It's not like I'm going to come out and be really mad at the Giants. It's the Giants thing that they got to deal with. They got to deal with the PR that comes with that. And it seems that their decision has been extremely popular. About 90% plus of the people seem to be very happy with their decision. So if that's what people want, that's what people want. And if the players are not coming out against this decision by the Giants, which they're really not. You know, I mean, Buster Posey had mentioned, like, yeah, it's tough because he was a big part of the team that year, but, you know, he really didn't say much. He really didn't, come out against it. So the Giants players don't mind too much, not enough anyway, to come out and say, hey, this is bullcrap. They're not going to do that. They understand if they do that, they're going to get absolutely destroyed. So they're not going to do that. The Giants made their decision, and it's their decision to make, and that is the decision. He won't be there. If I was running the team, if I was the owner, and people can hate me for this, and I hope you don't, I think I got pretty common sense viewers. You guys aren't going to freaking just destroy me. I mean, you can destroy me, but you're not going to unsubscribe and hate me and think I'm terrible. Honestly, if I was the owner of a team, I'm inviting them, unless they're just, child molesters or some just sick piece of, of course, people consider this guy human scum, but has he done anything that put him in prison? Has he done anything that definitely shows he is a 100% misogynist, racist, evil piece of crap? Some people would argue yes. I haven't seen it. I've seen his tweets. They do look pretty bad sometimes, but you know what? He says it's satire. He's joking around. That's his thing. It's his Twitter gig. Do what you do, man. I mean, whatever. It's not illegal. Like who you want. Support who you want. As far as the president, hey, everyone has their own political views. That shouldn't make a difference. And the Giants said it wasn't. Aubrey said that they said that it was, but all that is hearsay. Bottom line is they're not inviting him to the World Series celebration because of his reputation, of his current reputation, because they think that it's going to be terrible for them. I'm okay with their decision. It's what they want to do, and it is their decision. But I'm telling you, if it was my decision, I think I'm inviting him because this is a celebration of the 2010 Giants, a team that existed in the past. People are saying to me, you want to celebrate this man? You want to celebrate this horrible individual? It's not a celebration of one person. It's not a celebration of an individual, especially not a current individual. It's not a celebration of what Buster Posey is today, or what Edgar Renteria is today, or what Cody Ross is today. It doesn't matter what they are today. It doesn't matter if they're, doing great things and still in Major League Baseball, or if they're working at McDonald's, or if they're a bum on the streets, or if they're terrible and they say terrible things and they have a Twitter account where they say offensive, mean things all the time. All that, to me, would not matter. They were a part of that team. Now, unless they're such a horrible, like I said, complete, absolute waste of existence, which some people think about Aubrey Huff, but I am not convinced of that yet. I'm not saying he's a great guy, but I'm just saying he was part of the team. He was part of the Giants family that year, and had he not been part of the team that year, we may not have won the World Series that year, and the Giants may not have won in 2012 or 2014. That whole dynasty might be gone. We don't know. We can want to believe that he played no part, but that's not true. He played a big part in it, and so did almost everyone else on that team. It was an amazing run. 2010, I can remember it like it was yesterday. It was absolutely thrilling. Everybody, all these guys came together. Band of misfits. Bunch of guys that, unheard of or not that great or washed up, and rookies who hadn't barely played at all. They all came together and they did this amazing thing. It was absolutely incredible, and he was part of that. And the fact that he's kind of a controversial guy that nobody liked, maybe that's part of that crazy team. I mean, he was part of that. You had Brian Wilson with the beard. Brian Wilson says controversial things. You had him. You had Posey, who barely ever played. You had Bumgarner, who barely been playing. All these guys came together. You got guys with terrible contracts like Zito. They were all part of the 2010 team. You got Sandoval, who's too fat to play. They all came together and they did it. It was absolutely amazing. And I can't wait for the reunion. Whether you think Huff should be there or not, I'm okay with it. If you think he should be there, I'm okay with that. If you think he shouldn't because he's just a disgrace and the things he says you find so offensive, you don't think he should be there, I'm okay with that. I just ask that you be okay with my opinion. And my opinion is, I think that if I was running the team, I would have sent him and everyone else part of that team an invite. I'm not saying we would have, given him a speech. We're not putting him on the Wall of Fame. We're not retiring his number. We're not honoring him. We're not doing any of that. But he would be at least invited to take place as one of many people there that day. That's all I'm saying. You announce the team, you announce his name, some people are going to boo, but a lot of people think like everyone in the stadium is going to boo. Not everyone's on Twitter, okay? Half the stadium might boo, but so what? Let him boo. It's just, he's part of the team. Past achievements are still past achievements. If you're a veteran and you fought in the war, well, if later on you turn out to be a complete jerk, you're still a veteran and you still fought in the war. People said he deserves nothing. He's a piece of shit. He deserves absolutely nothing. That's what people are telling me, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't feel that he has proven himself to be that low of human filth that he deserves nothing. I believe that the Giants and him and the rest of that team won an amazing World Series together, and this is the reunion of that team, and I would have invited him, but the Giants are taking a different route. They're going to make that decision. They're going to choose not to invite him. Like I said, they got to deal with any PR nightmare that comes with it. They got to deal with all the criticism that comes with it, and they're going with the popular opinion, and I'm not here to rip on the Giants for their decision. I still would have, personally, if I was the owner, I would have gone ahead and let everyone on that team come to the reunion, unless the rest of the team is like, we don't want that guy here, we don't like him. That would have been a different story, but I don't think that's what happened. So guys, go ahead and give me your thoughts down below. I know this is an unpopular opinion, and if you don't like my opinion, you feel free to have a discussion with me. It's called a discussion. It's interesting that I'm on Twitter and I'm mentioning, that I think the guy should have got an invite, and then people will come out and say to me something like, you stupid mother effer, you sorry piece of shit. The reason he didn't get invited is not because of any political ideology or any of that. The reason he didn't get invited is because he doesn't have any common decency, you stupid mother effer. So I'm guessing you wouldn't have got invited either. Yeah, everyone's talking about common decency. This guy didn't have common decency. Meanwhile, they're cussing everyone else out on Twitter. I see it all the time. Have common decency, people. Yeah, while everyone's cussing each other out and calling each other names, you can't say anything over there. It's absolutely nuts. People are not interested in conversations. They're interested in, I disagree with you, F you, you mother effing piece of shit. Having said that, I know my subscribers are not that way. You all are going to have a conversation. Let me know what you think down below, and we can do just that. And, I'm willing to change my mind on pretty much anything and everything. If I'm convinced of something and I say, oh, that makes sense. Hey, I'm already starting to understand why the Giants made their decision. Well, at first I was like, this is messed up. I kind of can get it. But at the same time, this guy was instrumental on that team. He was part of that team. That can't be taken away. And I felt like he should have got an invite. It's just how I feel. Let me know down below what you think. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks again for joining me. Check out the links in the description. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Talking Giants here, talking baseball all off season long. It's almost ready for some games. The first game's coming up. Spring training is here. I can't wait to watch some baseball. We'll do post-game shows. Check out my other videos. We got more previews coming up for all the teams. I can't wait. Thanks again, everybody. Let me know what you think down below. Aubrey Huff, he ain't coming. He ain't coming to the event. See ya! When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park.